WTT TV presents Making Ceramic Art, and here with your today's piece is your host, Megan Brewer.
Hi, today we're going to be making or learning how to make a candle holder, a basic generic candle holder. So you start off with a chunk of clay. You have a wire tool which you're going to use to slice some clay off. We're going to start with making a base. So we just need a little chunk like this, and we'll put that off to the side. Okay, so we're going to leave that here, and we're going to take our roller tool to roll out a slab. Okay, so you basically try and make it even all the way through, and you try to get it as flat as possible. Okay. Yeah. And then for the base, I'm going to make it into a circle, and since I can't draw a perfect circle, I use a stencil. Just anything that's circular shape will work. And then you grab your pin tool to basically trace around it. Don't cut it all the way through yet, because you want to make sure that looks good, and you want to make sure that it doesn't get slanted. Okay, so now that I have my circle, you have to make sure, this is important, make sure that the pin tool goes straight down, not at a slant, not at an angle. Otherwise, it'll ruin the shape, okay, of the base. So then you just trace, go through that, go all the way around. Okay, and you have your base. Okay. Now we have to make the walls. So to do that, we'll get another slab, and so cut that much. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing, roll it out, make it really flat. Make sure that it's all uniform. Okay. All right, so that'll be good for one side. We'll get a straight edge, or a ruler works best, to cut off some of the sides to make it rectangular shaped. The top can actually be like swirly and stuff to make it look cool, but that's a preference. Okay. Okay, so if you were to do it, it would be like that big. So that's good for one side. Okay, so let's work on the other side. We'll just get another slab. Okay, and now we'll just roll out this slab as well, same as the other one. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to pause right here for a quick commercial break from our sponsors. Stay tuned in, please, and we'll see you after the break.
Do you ever have a busy day? No time for lunch?
That's okay. Have a Norwegian bar.
One bar will have you feeling full for the rest of the
welcome back. Before the break, we were just making slabs for our candle holder. So let's just finish that up, and then I'll show you how to stick them together. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is measure it out, make sure that everything fits. And okay, so we'll stick it together. As you can see, it kind of overlaps. So what you need to do is mark it so you can cut it in half. So we'll just like this. Just mark it, and then we can cut it. Okay. Okay, to do that, we can, I just use the pin tool. You don't really need to use the knife tool for that. You get better results. It's cleaner. Okay. All right. So now, okay, so what you need to do, this is important, otherwise it won't stick and it'll just fall off. You need to cross hatch on the sides that you're going to stick together. Cross hatch is like basically a bunch of X's. Deep ones are good. You don't need, like, don't worry about that. That's actually good. The extra. So just keep doing that all around. Okay. 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 So basically like that. And it's okay if it kind of messes up because it's clay. It's really workable. So, okay, just remember that this is the bottom. If you mess up, you know, you can still fix it, but we prefer not to. So, okay, so it's going to go on the side. So again, you want to mark it here so you know exactly where to cross hatch and score, as that's the correct term. Okay, and okay, you score on this side. And then you're going to score on the sides as well because that's what's going to be sticking. Okay. Now we'll do this side. Okay. And now we'll do this side. Okay, again, we're going to do the same thing to the side. Just mark it. Okay, and score it. And now, after this, we're going to be slipping. And slip is basically glue. It's a combination of clay and water. And you make it like, okay, you can usually just mix the clay in the water, but it takes a while for it to sit. What I do is I just work on the wheel, and all the extra mud that comes off the clay, that would just be my slip. And when you slip things, you have to make sure you don't dab it. You have to dab it onto the piece. You can't paint it, otherwise all your work here, when you're cross-hatching, goes to waste, and it doesn't stick. Okay. So this is slip. This is like the consistency. It's pretty thick, but it's really liquidy. Okay. So here we go. We're just gonna dab it on here. Okay. And now we'll just stick it like so, like this. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay. So, yeah. So we're just going to do this, and we'll stick it. And, okay, we're going to move on. I'll go show you the final piece. What it's supposed to look like after you stick it, you just smear the edges. And, well, thank you for joining us today. This is basically the candle holder. For more tips, just visit my website.